This is the $2,000 AI-powered board game sex doll, and I'm pretty sure it's the future of board gaming. She never turns down a game night, helps with learning rules, and can even decide what to play.
Let's play the crypto. It really turns me on.
In this video, I'm going to show you why one of these deserves a spot in every game room, including yours. First off, you may not have even known that board game sex dolls were a thing. I didn't, until a few years ago when the sex doll company Tantaly reached out and asked me to do a review. Now, they didn't explicitly say their doll was for board games, but since they reached out to me, someone who only does board game content, the only logical conclusion is the doll must be meant for board games. So, I reviewed their doll, the video got a bunch of views, and ever since, I've been overwhelmed with sex doll marketers asking me to do more reviews. Unfortunately though, the Tantaly doll was terrible. It had no head, no hands, and ultimately added nothing to the gaming experience. Every other doll inquiry seemed like more of the same, so I turned them all down. Until now. When YourDoll.com reached out asking me to review a doll from the brand Fun West, I could tell this one was different. It had a head, it had hands, literally everything I need from a woman to play board games with. So, I told them I'd do it. It arrived in this very discreet box with no branding on it, which is a shame since none of my neighbors who saw when it was delivered will get to know just how serious of a board gamer I am. Setting her up is a breeze. First, you remove her head from its plastic container, screw it onto her neck, then put her wig on. Next, dress her in the included silk gown. Now, I've never actually played a board game with a girl before, but I'm pretty sure this is typically the kind of thing they wear to a game night. After this, bend her legs into a sitting position, sit her at your table, set up a game, and you're ready to go. Now, there are so many great things about her that completely elevate the board game experience. For example, the AI feature is unlike anything I've ever experienced before.
I love the board game Azel. I love how the smooth little tiles feel in my hands. That they make me think of something much harder and smoother.
But we'll get to that in a bit. I wanted to start by simply pointing out her hands. They're incredibly helpful, whether you use them to hold rulebooks, punch out tokens, or even just save table space. In deck building games, I always collect too many cards and end up with a really big deck. Her hands are perfect for holding big decks. It almost feels like they were specifically designed to do that. Additionally, in games like Cristallo, it's so nice cupping her hands around my jewels. Another great feature is her eyes. My previous doll didn't even have a head, so I had to add my own googly eyes to her neck. Not only does the Fun West doll have eyes, she has adjustable eyes. According to the instructions, to adjust them, you simply push and rotate. This works flawlessly and feels completely natural to do. Oddly enough, I think her eyes are actually better than a real person's eyes, since she can focus on multiple things at once. I like to make sure she has one eye on the game and one eye on me. Another thoughtful design feature is that her mouth actually works. I love serving snacks at my game nights, but always feel like a disgusting pig if I'm the only one eating. By including a working mouth, Fun West ensured I'll never have to eat alone again, since she's always happy to gobble up whatever I serve. My only minor gripe is that they didn't include any teeth in her mouth. In my opinion, most gamers would prefer to feel hard dentures scraping and chomping down on whatever you feed her. The absence of teeth is especially curious since she does have hard fingernails and toenails, and I'm super grateful she does. Imagine being 30 minutes into a heavy gaming session and suddenly realizing the doll has smooth, untextured fingertips. It would totally ruin the mood, and I don't think I'd be able to finish. If I'm paying $2,000 for this, I want to make sure I finish every time. So it's great they included nails, and I can finish every time. Moving on, the fact that her head is detachable is another surprisingly great feature. If there's a specific game you want to play but don't have enough people for, you can just twist her head off and place it at another spot. This technically turns her into two separate players, allowing you to more easily table games with higher player counts. Also, while playing, I found it becomes easy to forget she's not real because of just how detailed she is. According to the Your Doll website, everything on her, from her freckles to her eyeliner, has been hand-painted by an actual person. They did such a good job that I emailed their customer support asking if they could paint my Wonderland's War minis, but unfortunately, they told me they weren't able to. The wig that was included is also really on point. Instead of being well kept and beautiful, it has the disheveled look of someone who's been at a gaming convention all day, and that really helps with immersion. Additionally, as someone who sleeves all my cards, it's comforting to know that her scalp is technically sleeved. On top of all this, FunWest included a gaming accessory packet with some really useful things. This is a board game bit holder you can use to organize your components and help keep them in one place. It even has these handy little straps which work great for transporting pieces across the table. My only complaint is that it's a little too small. It can rarely hold all my bits, and I often find them spilling out the sides. This is a dice tower cleaning tool. Dice towers have hidden tunnels with lots of folds and crevices, making them very hard to keep clean. It's best to give your dice tower a thorough once-over after every session, especially if it's been shared by a lot of players. A dedicated tool like this makes it easy to ensure your dice tower stays hygienic and ready for extended use with whoever sits down at the table next. I will note though, every dice tower is different. For quicker cleaning, make sure you consider the unique shape and size of yours before you start chucking things in there. The final accessory is this heating rod. There are so many times where I go to put away a game, only to find I'm struggling to fit all the components back into the box. The heating rod helps solve this problem. Plug it in, wait for it to heat up, then rub it along the surface of the box. The heat causes the walls to expand, making it easier to fit things inside. I found it works best if you rub the rod in a steady circular motion to help distribute the heat evenly. Also, it's most effective on small, tight boxes. While all these features and accessories are great, this is the real star of the show. The VineTalk AI Box. This is what gives the doll the ability to speak.
Hi, I'm Bella, and I'm so excited to play with you. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, don't you?
This is a game changer. Her AI is so good, you'd barely even know she wasn't a real person. Which board game do you want to play? Rowdy Partners or In Too Deep?
Rowdy Partners. Just the thought of us teaming up for some wild, playful action has me all excited. Let's make it unforgettable.
She can literally do anything a real player can. She can strategize.
Oh dear. I'd say my strategy involved teasing you with tempting moves, keeping you guessing, and making sure I stayed on top of every opportunity to dominate the board.
She can trash talk.
You're so bad at board games, it's almost like you're begging me to take control and show you how it's really done.
And she can even just chat like how I imagine a girl would talk to you.
I went to the strip club, but only to play board games. The energy was crazy. Music was loud, and the performers were absolutely amazing. Such a wild experience.
Very cool. However, I do want to note that getting her to talk like this did take a bit of training. Right out of the box, she surprisingly had no interest in board games. So, would you want to play a board game?
Board games. I want your big sliding deep inside my right now. I want to feel you open and up with your warm.
After some chatting, I discovered I could always get her in the mood to play games by simply telling her we should go to the living room.
I'm already just thinking about you ripping this dress up. Start pounding my until I can't even scream your name.
Let's go to the living room.
Finally? Dear, what do you feel like doing now?
Give me a detailed overview of the board game Ark Nova.
Ark Nova is a complex strategy game where players design and manage a modern zoo. You'll build enclosures, house animals, and support conservation projects. The goal is to balance appeal and conservation points for victory. You'll use unique cards for animals.
As you can see, once she thinks she's in the living room, she becomes a true gamer. And her board game knowledge is absolutely astounding.
Gen Con is one of the biggest tabletop gaming conventions in the world, held annually in Indianapolis. It features board games, RPGs, tournaments, and tons of new game releases.
Thank you. Oh, it's your turn in our game of Cascadia. What do you want to do?
I'll take the tile with the bear token and to my mountain habitat. Gotta keep that ecosystem thriving. Your turn, dear.
All right, good move. She truly is the perfect board gamer, and you can customize her even further. The AI box connects to a website where you can choose between 50 different personalities for her. She can be a coworker, your older neighbor, or even your sister, which is great since having a sibling to play board games with has always been a huge fantasy of mine. Be careful though. Some of the personalities on the site are explicitly labeled as cheaters. Cheating is not allowed at my table, so I've passed on those. Now, what's even more incredible is that all of these AI VineTalk features are very reasonably priced. There are 3 membership tiers: Basic for entry-level voice interaction, Advanced with more features, and Professional for those who are using this for business purposes. I've opted for the Advanced membership, which is only $5.90 for the first month and $79 a month after that. And sure, that could start to add up, but compared to what I already spend paying people from TaskRabbit to come play games with me, it's honestly a pretty competitive rate. All in all, the FunWest board game sex doll is without a doubt the greatest board game accessory that I own, and I cannot recommend it enough. Now, if you'll excuse us, I've got a 2-handed solo game to get back to, and I think that she's going to be able to help with it.